Well, we were supposed to have the guys from Park Rangers in
Game of
from
Thrones thing fell over.
the Broadcast Podcast Network, but apparently they were too broke to afford a car to get here or something. So I don't know what's going on here. They're not here.
Snap, crackle, pop!
Hopefully they'll show up. I don't know.
I like to see them show up.
88.7 WPCD FM, Parkland College Radio. You're listening to the show. We got special guests in the studio today. We have Dave,
Feel so honored.
the director of Park Rangers.
Yep, that's right.
And we have Ranger Rick in studio. What's going on, guys?
What's going on, Rick?
Not a whole lot. Drove all the way up here from Arkansas. It was a long drive.
Yep.
Thank God I got that XM radio. I was able to listen to you guys on the way up here.
All the way.
Very cool. It's a little colder up here, isn't it?
Little bit. A lot of ice down there right now.
Yeah, you're just getting over a cold, too.
Yeah.
-2 outside. His voice is about a -8.
Sorry about that, Rick.
Thanks for pointing that out.
So we were a little late. We were trying to find a parking space. Apparently everyone wanted to go to school today.
It's called
Yeah.
Parkland,
Yeah.
but it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Parkland. I get the joke. Ah,
Funny.
Parkland, yeah.
Yeah.
Here on the show, we
I
like to
thought
make
this was an
jokes.
amusement park.
Yeah.
I wish it was.
It can be.
I could teach you guys how to ride a roller coaster.
You just kind of sit down, Dennis. That's all you really do.
We don't really have park rangers, Rick, but we do have campus police. I don't know if
Yeah.
that relates at all to your profession.
That doesn't compare. That's insulting.
I'm sorry, sir. Well,
Don't you talk about my park like that. Yep.
well, if you guys could talk a little bit about the show, what's going on?
Well, yeah, it was a thing where the Broadcast Podcast was looking for content, and we were contacting national parks all around the world, and none of them got back to us. So we started going to county parks, and one in Chesapeake Valley, Arkansas, got back to us. A guy named Ranger Rick Salem. He was really adamant about us doing a show centered around his park. So here we are. We go back and forth from Illinois to Arkansas and film him just doing his job.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What's that like for you, Rick? I mean, on a day-to-day, cameras in your face.
Yeah.
It's got to be a little bit of shock to the system.
Mm-hmm.
Shock is not the word. Annoying is the word you're looking for. It's very annoying to have them always in my face, 24/7.
Yeah.
Can't do nothing.
Follow him home. Yep.
Follow me home.
Yep.
Can't even go to the bathroom.
They go in there with you?
No.
Oh, okay.
They try.
Okay.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
They were counting embarrassing moments or.
Embarrassing
Oh, man.
moments, personal information. It's all out there on the interwebs now.
Yeah.
It's
well,
quite ridiculous.
It's no secret, and I hope you don't mind, Rick, but when we showed up at the park, we were expecting just to film you just changing bird feeders, doing your thing, but your life is kind of in shambles.
Yeah. Thanks for pointing that out too.
Just calling it how it is.
Your partner.
I'm sorry to hear that, Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Your environment's pretty cool. I mean, your people you're surrounded with is pretty awesome, especially
Yeah.
Big Bass.
I love Big Bass.
Yep.
Big Bass is my closest and dearest friend.
We were going to have him on, but he doesn't leave his spot.
Nope, he never
He
leaves.
just stays at the park?
Yep.
Stays in that one spot.
So you guys get him food or something? He just sits there the whole time?
Yeah, I bring him everything. I bring him new worms when he needs more
Okay.
fishing stuff. I bring him food.
Yeah.
Brought him
Yeah,
brought him plows and things like that.
All right. I was wondering if I didn't want to hear that he ate the worms or anything like that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he's fishing all the time. He
All right.
catches the fish, cooks them.
Last winter he got a little frozen over, but
Little
he
bit.
thawed out by March. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Pretty big guy, you know. You can keep
Yeah.
warm.
Yeah. Very good.
You make fun of bass?
Oh.
Don't do that.
About to get ugly here for you, sir.
Very.
For Rick, it's
I
all
feel
about that
very
bass.
I feel very threatened.
There is no treble to that man.
And you have a new partner on the show now as well.
Yeah, Abe came back. Abe is an old friend of mine. He came back right in the nick of time. I was in a really dark place. I was actually right on top of a cliff getting ready to jump.
Oh, you brought it
Wow.
up. You brought it up.
Well, they asked.
Yeah.
But I was getting
Yeah.
ready to jump, and he just showed up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So he will be taking Larry's spot. Larry, if you're listening, thanks for leaving.
Yep.
He was, I wasn't a big fan of Larry.
Oh.
He just,
Idiot.
Come on.
He dropped your sunglasses
Oh,
off
man.
the
He
observatory
did do that.
that day, He just,
You know, I bought him something nice. He comes in. He doesn't feel welcome. I try to make him feel welcome. What's he do? Show him one of my most special places in the whole entire park, and he just throws some sunglasses right off the tower. Sorry, I get emotional when I think about him. I'm glad he's gone,
It's all right. We can get real on the show.
but I'm not glad he's
It's
gone.
gotten real in here before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love you, Larry, but I hate you.
Larry, you are missed.
Well, we're gonna get back to some music. We will be back with the Park Rangers guys here shortly. We'll talk a little more about Rick and what you do at the park. But first, coming up next, this is Frame and Hanley with "Criminal." You're listening to the show on 88.7 WPCD FM. 88.7 WPCD FM, Parkland College Radio. You're listening to the show.
Yeah.
We're sitting here with the Park Rangers guys, Rick and Dave. So, Rick, Valentine's Day was just last week. Daniel was talking about he went to 50 Shades with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love
50
it.
Shades of what?
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Based off of the book.
Why do you need that many shades of that color?
It's just, it's a metaphor.
Metaphor for what?
It's a metaphor, really? I thought it was just a stupid name.
No, it was actually a metaphor.
You guys are gonna get 50 Shades of Rick here in a second.
So you didn't see the film, I'm taking it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Do you want to fill him in,
I
Daniel?
didn't see it either.
So, 50 Shades of Grey. It's about a man. His name is Grey.
That's his name?
Yeah, this is actually his name.
Is he like Seal? Like one name?
I don't know his last name. I just know his first name is Grey.
His first name is Gray?
Yeah.
What a
Mr. Grey.
boring
No, his
man.
last name is Grey.
Okay,
His last name
yeah.
is Grey. So his technical term of all of our heard is Mr. Grey all throughout the movie. And they were like, he pretty much is a dominant, which means a like
So it's some S&M kind of stuff.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Metallica album.
They in fact did have an album called that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Why do you always go with Seal and Metallica? That's your two things you go with.
What's on your iPod, Rick?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
He still does CDs. Yeah.
What's in your CD
Oh, me
player
too,
right
man.
now, Rick?
Right now, it's Bryan Adams.
Bryan Adams. Nice. Nice.
Every once in a while, I like driving the truck, listening to some Bryan Adams.
Yeah.
And remember that on Valentine's Day, I'm lonely.
He says Bryan Adams, but I read Alanis Morissette.
I don't know who are those people anyways.
I know. Yeah. Let's talk about the music on this station, Rick. What's your favorite song that gets played on this radio station?
I have no idea.
All right.
You got any requests, Rick?
Metallica.
I can't
Do we have any of
that one.
those?
No, we don't.
Oh, you don't have Metallica?
We have
No.
Uma Thurman by Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, we already did that one though.
Oh, okay.
You know who Uma
Sorry.
Thurman is?
No idea.
Is that girl from Pulp Fiction?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
She the dancer?
Yep.
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 One with that
talking
John
about-
Travolta
it's
guy.
talking about her dancing.
I like that.
We
Yep.
can do that. Very cool. Well, we'll be back with Park Rangers
Talk about
guys here in a minute. We'll talk about some park safety stuff. What are you laughing at over there, Dennis?
He always gives me this mean stares. It's like, I think I remind him of Larry.
Larry, yeah.
A little bit,
Yeah.
yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
He's staring at me right now.
Oh yeah.
Just
he's
don't look
got
at
that
it.
staring.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just don't move, okay?
I'm not going to Arkansas no more.
No more? You've been there?
Yeah, I've been there once.
Okay.
I did not fit in very well.
Stay clear of
You didn't fit in?
Chesapeake.
No.
Okay.
I'm driving
Were you
past
there
it.
with your friend Julio?
Yeah, that's why we got very much in trouble.
Okay. All right. Well, just for you, Rick,
Staring
coming up
at
next.
me.
Metallica.
This is Uma Thurman. You're listening to the show on 88.7 WPCD FM.
Just don't move. His vision is based on movement.
.7 WPCD FM, Parkland College Radio. We're still here with the Park Rangers guys. Rick, I want to talk to you a little bit about some park safety. I know spring's just around the corner. It doesn't seem like it here because it's so cold. But it's
Freaking
coming
cold.
up.
It's freaking.
It's going to be like this for a while.
You're going to have a lot more people at the
Thanks.
park. It's going to get busy. What do people need to know about park safety? Being safe at the park, everything going good for them.
Well, you know what the first holiday's coming up though, Rick? 420. You gotta be
Oh,
on your
no.
toes.
Oh, Lord.
What's that like around the park, guys?
That's horrible.
Yeah.
People show up
Yep.
and they think they're being slick showing up at nighttime. You know, they think no rangers are there, but let me tell you, we're there. And we do see you, and we will catch you if you come to my park. Lord, I hate them so much. Hate them. But spring's coming up, which means people are going to want to be camping with two things, especially in my neck of the woods. You need to watch out for bears. I got bit by one right in the kneecap. That's why I limp around. So if something like that does happen, you need to vacate the area as soon as possible. Do not mess around with them. With them animals. Another thing, sometimes, I know it doesn't happen very often up here, but sometimes in the spring, a lot of dry things around. I know you want to start a fire. Make sure that if you do start a fire in the dry times, just make sure that you get some rocks around that. That way you don't start a forest fire, because that happens quite often, believe it or not. Look at Arizona. So things like that. Also, don't mess with the Rangers.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Don't play with us.
Clearly.
We're not in the mood for you and your crap.
Save the best for last.
Not in the mood for it at all.
What's the craziest thing that's happened in the park?
I got bit by a bear.
Okay. Okay. Aside from being bit by the
You ever
bear,
been bit by a dog? Imagine that
not bad.
times like
Okay.
1,000
Times a bear.
in the kneecap.
Outside of the bear, Rick, craziest thing you've seen happen in the park?
Craziest thing that I personally have seen was a guy got his arm shot off.
Arm shot off.
Yeah, there was a guy poaching deer in the park. You know, parks are normally wildlife preserves as well. Guy was poaching. Chief was out there, and we were just patrolling around. We look up, there was a guy in an orange vest. One second he had a left arm, the next second he didn't. It was crazy. Blood everywhere.
Yeah, that's what we were hoping to stumble upon when we came to Arkansas, but we haven't caught any of that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just hear
Not in my
about
park,
it.
not anymore.
Yeah.
You put the clamp down on him.
Oh, yeah. You got to.
Yep.
Or else they'll just run right over you.
How did you handcuff the guy?
You don't handcuff a guy with one arm. What is wrong with you?
It's just in my imagination. He's like breaking rules.
This guy just zip tie his arm to his belt loop or something.
I didn't do anything. There was blood everywhere.
Yeah,
Isn't he suffering enough at that point?
He just went
Losing
home.
That guy didn't go home. He died.
Rick went home.
Yeah.
I did go home.
Yeah. Well, your shift was
Enjoyed myself a nice beverage or two.
Yeah.
Sucks
enough.
being that guy.
It's okay. I enjoy a beverage or two after here.
Yep.
It'll be
Share some with your cats, Rick.
Oh man, the cats are no longer there.
Oh, I
guys.
forgot. I'm sorry.
Cats got eaten.
Yep. He left the door open and.
You guys bring
dogs
up a
got-
lot of depressing things.
Yeah.
Our
I'm
apologies,
sorry about
Rick.
that. I forgot.
Starting to get the feeling you guys don't like.
Oh, we love you.
He's the problem.
No! Do not put this back at me, man. Do not.
Hey, you should have heard what he said before you got here.
What did I say?
He was saying some crazy stuff.
What did I say?
You got something to say to Ranger?
I don't
Rick?
know. You said it.
Jesus Christ.
We didn't even know.
Jesus Christ.
We didn't even know this was going to be an interview. We thought we were just going to sit here and watch all 5 episodes of Park Rangers. That's what we thought. We
That's
just
a
come
good
out
idea.
and
We can do
just-
that. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Load that stuff up.
We'll
Get
hang
out.
out.
I don't know if we can air that.
Well, guys, hey, thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
And you guys are now on UPTV.
Yes,
Can
we
you talk
are.
about that real quick?
Yep, Urbana Public Access. Local to here, not for Rick, but they contacted us and said, "Would you like the show on late nights?" And we're like, "Absolutely, we would love that." So it's on 1:45 in the morning. So
Saturday morning, bright and early.
yep.
Right when everybody's asleep.
Yep.
1:45.
I love Saturday
Not
morning
this time.
cartoons.
Except for those 2 stoners that watch our show every week.
No, not this time. I'm pretty sure this time is up by 3 to 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm
if they're
sure.
up that late, 1:45 UPTV, I believe it's channel 6 here.
Yes.
Watch Park Rangers.
Yep.
It's hilarious.
Absolutely.
I
do
can
And,
say so myself.
check out the Broadcast Podcast Network on
Absolutely.
Facebook.
Yep.
You find out more about the show there. Guys, once again, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Welcome
you.
back anytime.
All right.
And we'll
Thanks,
see you
Ranger
guys
Rick.
later.
Thanks, Dave.
Yep. You're listening to the show right now. Coming up next, we got the Mid-Morning Mess guys
Pretty
coming
messy
in.
coming up in here, man.
We'll get you one more song in. Up next is Smashing Pumpkins with Everlasting Gaze. That was the show here on 88.7 WPCD FM.
I love you, Ranger!